Welcome to the second video for Python Fundamentals Lab. This is the second on your own activity within the lab, and in this part of the assignment you will be editing a script that is half written, and you'll need to finish the comment sections, create a loop, and fix some errors in the provided code. The final code should perform a dice rolling game based on the player's name length. Then we'll create a list of 20 random numbers, and you'll also create a conditional statement with a nested while loop that will remove all instances of a specified number from the list. So we'll be editing the Module 2 template script that is found in the data folder. You'll begin by opening it in a script editor, in this case Python Win. For the dice game loop to work properly, you'll need to import the random module. So importing modules, if required, is usually the first line of real code in a script. So here we are going to say import random. So the next line of code creates a list of players who will participate in the dice game. You don't need to edit this line. The next block of code we will focus on is the for loop that runs the dice game. There are two errors written in this code. You'll need to fix both errors for the script to run. You can find the errors on your own by trying to run the script or clicking on the run icon. So let's click on the run and see what happens. And it's having a problem with this line right here. So in this case, we need to specify that dice is a string. We are also dealing with this X is capital and it needs to be lowercase, or it's not going to call the correct variable. So I think that should work. Let's delete all of our stuff in the interactive window and let's run it again and see what happens. And the script works. There are the names of the people that are playing the dice game and their results. Okay, so we've corrected the errors. So next we're going to create a while loop that adds 20 random integers between 0 and 10 to the list. And we're going to be sure to create a counter variable and an empty list first. And after all of the numbers are added, the full list should print only at the very end, not after each number is added. So we're talking about a few lines of code here. So first we're going to create the list and it's going to be empty. Then we're going to create our while loop, and the length of the list is less than or equal to 19, and we're going to put a colon at the end of that. It's going to indent for us, and we're going to say x equals random integers from 0 to 10, and we're going to append that or add that to the end of the list, x. And we are going to print that list. That's not part of this block. It's part of the main block, so we're going to get rid of that indent and print list. So let's run this and see what happens. And you can see our list is down here at the very end. So it worked. In the final block of code, the script will remove all instances of a certain number from the list. If the specified number is not in the list, the script will first print a message that states the number is not present. If the number is present, a different message will print stating how many times the number has been removed. The final list should print at the very end. So in this case, we are going to define a variable unlucky, and we're going to say whatever number that is. And I think I'm going to make 3 an unlucky number. So we're going to start our if statement. If the list count, or does not include unlucky, so the count of unlucky is 0, we're going to say print the list does not contain the number. We're going to add the string unlucky so we know what number is unlucky, and then we have to have good grammar, so we're going to add a period at the end. Then we're going to do an else statement where we are going to print removing the number plus the string unlucky plus the string from the list plus the string list count, because we want to tell people how many times we've removed this unlucky number from the list and how many times. And then we're going to, while the count of unlucky is greater than 0, and then we're going to remove unlucky, and then we will print the list. Alright, so let's test this out and see what happens. And it's saying I have invalid syntax. So I forgot my colon after my else. And I think that's the only issue that I have. So let's run it again and see what happens. And it ran, and you can see the list of random numbers, and the list did not contain a number 3, so it just reprints the list. Okay, and let's run it again and see if we can get a list with 3 in it. Oh, there we go. So this random list had 3 one time, so remove the number 3 from the list one time. So now our script works, and we'll go in and add the comments. Alright, and then to turn in, you want to have your module and your interactive window with the results, and just take a screenshot of that and upload it to the course. I hope this helps everyone troubleshoot this section of the lab, and please let me know if you have any other questions.